Good morning and welcome back to the Early Learning Lounge, your Monday morning reframe. I'm your host, Tammy, and as always, I'm so grateful you're here. Last week, we explored the image of the child, how our beliefs about children shape everything we do. And today, we're taking that reflection and turning it into practice. Because once we understand how we see children, the next question becomes, do our actions match our beliefs? This week, we're diving into what it really means to trust the child in our environments, our interactions, our routines, and even in the challenging moments. We can say we believe children are capable, but do we show it? We can say we see children as curious and competent, but do our environments communicate that trust? So today, we're going to unpack what trust looks like in everyday moments, how to shift from managing children to partnering with them, why trust fuels confidence, resilience, and belonging, how small changes in our language and environment make a big difference. Because trust isn't something we give, it's something we practice. Trust shows up in the little things, the everyday moments, the choice children make, and the space we give them to explore. Trust looks like allowing children to try, even if it gets messy, offering real materials and real tools, creating environments that they can navigate with independence, saying yes to their ideas more often, letting them lead play, conversations, and problem solving, giving them time, unhurried, unstructured, uninterrupted time. Trust is not about letting go of safety, it's about letting go of control. It's not about stepping back, it's about stepping with. One of the biggest barriers to trust is the belief that children aren't ready for something. Ready to pour water, ready to use scissors, ready to explore outside, ready to help solve conflicts. But here's the reframe. Children become ready through experience, not before it. When we hold children in a bubble of not yet, they stay in the bubble. When we invite them into responsibility, they rise to it. Trust isn't only for calm, controlled scenarios, it shows up even more strongly in challenging ones. When there's conflict between children, do we rush in and fix it? Or do we support them in making sense of it? When frustration builds, do we stop the struggle? Or do we help them navigate it? When a child shares big emotion, do we dismiss it? Or do we trust that they're communicating something important? Trust in challenging moments says, I believe you can handle this, and I'm here to help you learn how. Children are not passive recipients of our teaching. They are partners in learning. And when we trust the child, we co-construct, co-learn, co-explore, co-regulate, co-create, co-reflect. This builds community. It builds resilience. It builds authentic relationships. And it rooted in the belief that children have value, wisdom, and agency right now. This week, I want you to reflect on three things. Where in my practice do I already show children I trust them? How can I celebrate these moments? Where am I holding back trust, maybe unintentionally, out of fear, habit, or old narratives? What is one small shift I can make this week to align my actions with my image of the child? These questions aren't meant to judge, they're meant to awaken. Trust expands when we notice it. Trust isn't something children earn, it's something they grow into when we make space. When we trust children with real choices, real problems, and real learning, they step into the capability. They take risks, they develop confidence, and they begin to trust themselves. That right there is where learning truly takes root. Next Monday, we're moving into a topic that I know many educators and parents will feel deeply: the power of relationships, co-regulation, connection, and the brain. Because trust leads naturally to connection, and connection is at the heart of all learning for children and adults. So as you move through your week, pay attention to the moments when you trust the child and the moments when you could trust a little bit more. Because the hustle is real, the grind is constant, but the heart is what makes it all matter. Take gentle care of yourself and don't forget to refill your cup.
1, 2,